Hi there, my name's Nadernejad, the director of Nadernejad Media, an online reputation management firm helping you create a better, more positive online presence. In today's video, I want to teach you how to fix your online reputation from scratch. This video is for you if you have a negative online presence on the first page of Google. I'm talking negative articles, court records, mugshots, any of those things. I'm going to teach you exactly how to fix it in suppressing everything off that first page. You may have a chance or a shot at a removal, and if you want to remove the content physically, it's more lengthy, it's a more difficult, and it's a riskier process, but you can check out our other videos. In this video, you will learn how to suppress it. I'm going to launch you into a series of tutorials. So the way that we do this is threefold. We write content, generally between 500 to 1,000 words. Next, we SEO optimize the content and the article so it ranks in search. And next, we hire a publisher. I'm going to show you a very simple way of doing this. Now, in our reputation management firm, we have experts who are writing your communications plan, who have journalistic experience to write your articles properly, and we have higher domain authority publishers like Yahoo Finance, like Bloomberg, like the Associated Press. So you can do this using the platforms I'm going to share with you, but if you're looking for more higher end, more bespoke services, calendar link is down below. But let's go into the first step. It's writing your article that's going to be posted on the first page of Google and going to suppress the negative content. So here is how you write your article. So let's say we're outranking a negative article. Let's say I did something bad in Halifax. I'm going to make another article and it's going to contain my name, because when people Google me, the bad article comes up, right? So my name has to come first, then the location that the report's in. The negative report, let's say, is in Halifax. And then relevancy. Who am I? What do I do? What brand do I want? So that's not a very compelling title. In fact, it sucks. Nadernejad in Halifax talks about online reputation management. So make it a little catchier. Nadernejad in Halifax. You can even do a colon and then something that I say. Online reputation management is I know, underserved, maybe. And we can whittle that down. We can make it even more compelling. So online reputation management is the most lucrative form of marketing, or the most, most sought after, or is a dying skill. Something crazy like that is a rare skill. There we go. So that's my title, Nadernejad in Halifax. It's going to rank for Nadernejad, and it's also going to rank for Halifax. This is how you write an article. So you're going to start word by word. Usually start with a person's name. So Nadernejad, talk about what I do, is a full service digital marketer specializing in online reputation management. For each new thought, you want to start a new line. So you have Nadernejad as a full-service digital marketer specializing in online reputation management. Today, he sits down with a blank reporter, and later on, you're going to go in and fill in this. Okay, so when you find the publisher, you're just going to put, let's say, New York Times. Let's say you were going to buy out the New York Times. I'm going to teach you how to find different publishers and do that. Chances are you're not going to have the New York Times, so let's just leave that blank. And talks about the online reputation management industry. And then you're going to start with a quote. You put a quotation mark. When someone says something, you write it like this. Online reputation management is a rare skill that only a few know. Comma, quotation mark, says Nadernejad. You use the last name, okay? So you use the last name to end off that quote. So again, let's zoom in a little bit. Open quote. Online reputation management is a rare skill that only a few know. Comma, close quote, says Nadernejad, okay? You don't want to alternate between said and says. You just want to use the same thing. So keep saying says. There's nothing wrong with that. You can also change it up a little bit. So you want to add more context. Nadernejad started working in online reputation management when an old client needed help removing a negative news article, or let's say negative picture from Google. See, I'm just adding more context to the article, and what I'm doing is I'm making this look like a news report. I'm going to write a 500-word story like this, and it's going to go line by line. So that's when I started working. I can have another quote from me over here. I finally felt like I knew what I wanted to do with my life. Remember, comma, close quote, says Nadernejad. Period. Next line. And more context. So when you're writing a story, it should work like this. Context, unfolding, wrap. So what's the context? Why are you writing this? What is it about? Again, I said sinful, significant, interesting, and new. So your story is going to have context. What's it about? Why is it important? Why should people care? Unfolding. What's the problem? What's the conflict? What's the solution? And the wrap. A nice, lovely conclusion that puts a knot on the story. You don't have to remember all these things. But remember, I told you to get a pen and paper, a notepad for a reason. Get that, jot it down. If you have questions, let me know. This is tricky. This is writing like a journalist, okay? I have a degree in this stuff. I'm not expecting you to just come out and write straight away, but you can hire writers. We're going to talk about that more. And at the end of the day, as long as it's positive content, that's all that matters. Your news story should be significant, interesting, and new. So I have to find a way to make this more newsworthy. Maybe I can tie it into an event that recently happened. But what I'm doing is writing an article with the idea that later on I'm going to hire somebody to publish it. That's the gist of this. And I'm going to keep writing like this. And this is a really, really loaded topic. So I'm not going to, make this into its own lesson or its own lessons, because it will detract from online reputation management. But this is the general way you write an article. Look up how to write a news story. Read some journalistic articles, and you'll get a really good idea of how to write like this. So I hope you found that helpful. That's how you write your initial article. Next, we want to go about SEO optimizing it. Optimizing it so it ranks in search. Because if we don't do that, it may not hit that first page after all. So what we want to do is we want to SEO optimize that article, and here's how you do it. If you are creating an article to be published, don't worry, we're going to get to how to do that. All you have to do is remember three things. The name of the subject, because if, let's say this is a negative article you want to outrank, Nadernejad, I don't even want to see it in headlines, but like Nadernejad, like, I don't know, something crazy, like eats too much chicken at the local supermarket, and that's the negative article. I want to say, okay, the name of the subject for my good article is going to have Nadernejad in it. It has to have the name of the subject. Perfect. And then it has to have the location of the subject or the news article or negative article. And you can go two ways about this. You can just change the subject's last name and location and then create positive content about them just as like a buffer or a safeguard. Or if, let's say, you committed a crime in Idaho, or your client did, and you want to remove that negative article or bury it, what you're going to do is add Idaho inside of the subject line. You can put like from Idaho, or from, Tennessee, or from Chicago, or from Great Britain, like wherever the location of the subject is. So you have the name, you have the location, you have two parts of the keywords, and then you want to add your compelling title. Nadernejad from Idaho, and then what's the positive article? I don't know. You can put donates $1,000 to charities. And that's a great article. People, when they see that in the headline after they Google you, are probably going to hire you for a job. They're going to trust you to look after their cat. Like, try not to lie. I'm not trying to breed liars who are spreading fake news, especially in a time where the media is being criticized for stuff like that. But what I'm showing you how to do here is to rank articles. So you have the name, that's part one. You have the location, that's part two. And then you have the compelling title tacked on to the end. And this is generally how you write ORM articles. So remember that. Write it down. Number one, the name of your subject. Number two, the location of the subject or the negative article you want to outrank. And then number three, the compelling title plus the bonus keyword. So over here, it could be charities, Nadernejad charities. You could do Nadernejad teaches online reputation management, or has 25,000 online. You get the idea. Reputation management students or something like that. Just like compelling articles. Numbers make things more compelling because people can visualize that. So that's how you do it. That's how you keyword your articles. That was a bit more in depth. So now you won't forget it. So you wrote your content. It's 500 to 1,000 words. It's friendly. Google likes it and you're going to post it. But there's another step now. You have to hire somebody. It's SEO optimized. It's ready, but somebody needs to publish this on a high domain authority website. Again, if you've not looked at domain authority, in order for your article to rank higher, generally we want to try to aim for longer content. We want to post your positive article on a website with a higher domain authority than the link that is negative. So check that out. If you haven't done that yet, go ahead. And if you have, please proceed to the next video. I'm going to show you the simplest place to find people who will publish your articles, and that means rank them on Google. All you're going to do is head on over to a website called Fiverr.com. That's F-I-V for Victor, E for Edward, R for Richard twice. Fiverr. And then you're going to type in publish. Oh, look, you can already see my write ebook, voiceover, Kindle publishing. Anyway, I was looking for an ebook writer to transcribe my amazing courses into books to help people because I don't have time of making these. Anyway, okay, so what you're going to look up is publish article. Oh, why can't I spell anything? And then hit search. And then what you're going to do is, here you go. I will write a travel article and publish it on Big News, $34. I will publish your article on a, look at that, domain authority 43, page authority 52, tech blog, $6. And that's Canadian, $6 Canadian. You guys in the US, I mean, yeah, you over there, you're right there, you can publish wherever. I will publish your article in Spanish blog. So you have all these different niches. Publish article New York. Look at that. I will post on my New York news blog. So if you've done something silly in New York, there we go. 381 reviews. Can't be wrong. So I've actually used this site a lot. It's really popular. You can look up reviews. The quality of work isn't going to be amazing. So I recommend, if you are literate, if you speak English, use the basis of how I taught you how to write an article. Look for people or look at news reports or do a little bit of journalism. If you have a friend who studied journalism, get them to sit you down and teach you how to write an article. And then head on over to Fiverr. And imagine this, like if you've really messed up and you wanted to hire a lawyer to remove the negative links, or even in a court of law, like to repair your reputation or to help you win a case, it's going to cost you thousands of dollars. People in ORM charge tens of thousands. I've just showed you like the most ridiculous trick. You can come on here and you can buy like 50 articles. How much is that going to cost you? What, $6 times 50? I'm terrible at math, but I mean, it's a lot of articles, eh? Like that's a lot of articles. And then you're going to have an overwhelmingly stupidly positive reputation. And it's actually a super powerful tool. If you were to just, you could write, this is dangerous. I've just put a dangerous tool in your hand. You can come on here. Me aside, what's different? Why am I showing you all of this? Well, first of all, because if I show you this, you're going to remember me as the one who showed you this. I made basically an online course and anyone could come and buy and learn these industry secrets. But at the same time, I've also built a relationship over the past half decade with thousands of publishers that you won't even believe. we have under our belt. Like I'm talking about, like we publish with Harvard, we publish with Forbes and some really big sites. Okay, so you're not really going to have access to the same leverage I do, but still, this is a massive in, because now you know how we do it, and you know how you can do it too. Oh, look at that! I will publish posts on New York Times. That's probably a bit of a scam, so I'd say go with the $5 ones. Maybe go with a $10 one, but don't pay any of the massively huge fees just because you think they may be better. Ask them, what's the domain authority of your site? All you have to do, let's use this for an example. Let's head on over to the site. We're going to send a message, hit contact me, and then ask them what's the domain authority of your site. You can buy gig extras, so you can get like a news blog post plus a permanent link on the sponsor sidebar, or you can get a premium, so you get, a link on every page in the site. So it really depends. I'd say just go with the basic ones. Buy 10 articles, and for like $60 to $70, that's Canadian, so we're talking like 50 US, you can have like 10 articles on the internet that are just, news New York and stuff like that. You are going to be extremely powerful. You can pretty much pass whatever you want to say is news. So use this tool for good. So this has been a lengthy tutorial, but it's an important one because videos on the internet don't exist like this. There aren't people who talk about how to fix your reputation at length. They don't give away secrets. They don't give away tips and tricks. Now, I've been spending the past 5 years acquiring publishers, and we have well over 1,000 Google News syndicated publishers to publish you on any niche blog, on really any site that's going to help you with your career goals, with your objectives, so it's relevant. And we're writing those articles for you in long-form journalistic style. My background's in journalism. My team has worked in journalism. So we're here to help you. We have the resources if you want professionals on it. But if you're in dire need and you have a tight budget and you need to fix your online presence, I need to put this info out there for you, for people like you, or for people who are searching for that, because I think it's a right to have a second chance, and I think everyone has the right to a positive online presence. My name is Nadernejad. I'm the director of Nadernejad Media. If you're looking for help with your online presence, calendar link is down below, and I'm always happy to help and answer questions on this channel. Thank you for watching, and take care.